Welcome to a 10-minute jump rope workout designed for beginners. My name is Peter Nestler. I'm a world champion jump roper, and I want to help you learn how to jump correctly as well as have a great workout at the same time. In this beginner jump rope workout video, we're going to be doing 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest. Some of the work periods will be done with the rope, some will be done without the rope. Some of the rest periods will actually be resting. Some of them will be just working on some basic techniques to help you get more comfortable with the jump rope. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off with a single bounce. And for your single bounce, you want to be keeping your arms close to your body. Don't be turning really big with your arms. You want to keep them close. Use your wrist to do the majority of the work. You'll notice I keep my hands pretty close to my body, using the wrists, and just keep jumping nice and easy. All right, so our first rest, we're just going to do a side swing. So all you're going to do is just practice swinging the rope side to side. No jumping here. And we'll go back to jumping. And this time, I want you to think about getting your footwork. So your feet should be jumping just barely off the ground, just a little bit higher than your rope, and you're landing on the balls of the feet. Your heels should never touch the ground. So you're just jumping nice and easy. You can either jump nice and flat-footed like this, and then we'll go back to doing a side swing again. And don't worry, we'll actually get a real rest here in about 30 seconds. We'll go back into a single bounce one more time just to complete our warm-up. And you'll notice that I'm jumping a little bit, hopping right foot to left foot. Both feet are hitting the ground. This is a little bit more of a boxer shuffle. You can also just go flat-footed, but if you're jumping a lot, you'll find this is a little bit more comfortable. All right, so we'll take a quick rest for this one. Just get used to the rope is kind of the whole idea here for the beginner one. So this one, we're gonna switch into a speed step. And you'll notice I wrap the rope one time on my hand. And I do this because I wanna be able to have good technique with my speed step. A lot of people kick their heels up, but a proper speed step, you should only be bringing your knees up and your feet come up in front of you. All right, so we're gonna go back to a side swing, but this time we're gonna do a double tap. So it's gonna go 1, 2 on the right, 1, 2 on the left. And we'll go back into a speed step. And once again, I did one wrap on my hand. And we're jumping. Nice, good speed step here. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break after that one. And this next one, we're gonna do a body weight, but unlike some other kinds of workouts where we're just doing only body weight, we're gonna actually learn some jump rope tricks. So we're gonna do squat, and we're gonna go out to the side. This is called a spread eagle. Go down, and we're basically doing body weight squats, but we're doing with a jump. Because this is a jump rope technique that you can learn a little bit later on. There we go. So we're gonna go back into our double tapping side swings. So it's 1, 2. And we're gonna go back into a single bounce again. Always wanna work on the single bounce, especially when you're first starting with jump rope. You wanna get the single bounce down really well, so you feel really comfortable with it. And we're just, once again, keeping those hands in, balls of the feet. All right, we're just gonna go back to a single side swing this time. Just side to side. All right, and this time we're not gonna use the rope. We're gonna do what's called a skier. So we're gonna jump side to side, and you're going about shoulder width apart with your distance. And any trick that we do in jump rope, you always wanna stay on the balls of the feet. So we're just going side to side. And that's a skier. So this time we're gonna take a quick break. The next one we're gonna do a side straddle. This will look similar to doing like a jumping jack, except we're not gonna use our arms. We're just gonna go feet apart, back together again. And you're going a little bit further than shoulder width, and then back together again. And once you add the rope into this, you wanna make sure you're not too far. Otherwise, you're gonna end up catching the rope when you're doing it. So you're gonna go a little bit further than shoulder width, back together again. So we're gonna go back to doing that double tap side swing. And once again, the goal here is to get super comfortable with the rope. And it's time we're gonna go back into a single bounce. Once again, working that technique. If you wanna work on that slight sort of boxer shuffle, you're basically tapping, one foot leading, or you can jump both feet together. Both work fine, but once you get a little more comfortable with the rope, you tend to do this. We're gonna go back into that double tapping side swing. And if you notice, I'm switching which hand is on top every time I switch here. There we go. We're gonna go into a speed step this time. We're gonna wrap it on that hand again. Good technique with the speed step. If you use the whole length of the rope, you're gonna have a tendency to kick your feet out a little bit more. But if you do that, that's fine. You can keep it going kind of slow, but you wanna make sure you're bringing those feet up in front of you, not kicking your heels up behind. All right, so we're gonna take a break there. We're doing awesome, a little over halfway now. So just get your breath back. And the next one, we're gonna do a forward straddle. So we're gonna go feet apart, this direction. Or you can do what's called the scissor jump, where you skip the middle part, and you're just going one then the other. Or the forward straddle, you're just stopping right in the middle. There we go. And we're gonna go back, doing this side swing. Once again, we're trying to get as comfortable with the jump rope as possible. So you wanna use these during your down times. And we'll go back into doing your single bounce for the work one this time. I always like to emphasize, if you're learning jump rope, your single bounce should be amazing. Every other trick you do in jump rope is difficult if you don't have that single bounce down really well. So you wanna make sure you work on this so you get it super comfortable. All right, so we're gonna take a break here. The next one that we're gonna do is a twister. And the twister, we're gonna go left, center, right. We're gonna go twist and back. If you wanna be part of the bad 80s workout scene, you can add your arms in and move in this way. Or you can not use your arms, because eventually we're gonna add the jump rope in while you do the twister. All right, this rest, we're just gonna sort of step in place here. You wanna keep your heart rate kind of moving while you're doing all these exercises, especially if you're trying to get a good workout in. All right, now we're gonna do an advanced twister. For this one, you're skipping the middle. We're going all the way around. So it's left and then right. And same thing, if you wanna use your upper body, totally fine. Or you can practice with your hands on the side like you have the rope, even though you don't. We're gonna go back into our side swings again. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it a little bit early because we're gonna go into a speed step after this. So just left to right and speed step. And at first, the most important part is always technique. Don't worry about going fast. That's not the goal here. You wanna get good technique, so when you're ready to go fast, your technique is correct, so that way you can jump really well. But don't worry about the speed just yet. You just wanna work on getting that nice and comfortable. Good technique. We're going back left to right here. Next one we're gonna do is a bell, sorry. So bell is forward and backward. A skier is side to side. A bell is forward and backward. And if you need it just for practice, you can lay your rope down and practice jumping over it forward and backward so you make sure you get the correct amount of distance. All right, so the next rest, we're actually gonna take a break here. And this one, we're gonna do another body weight squat. So we're gonna go down, but instead of going side, we're gonna go down and then kick. So it's out. And it's okay to kind of have a low squat, down. We used to call these Russian Cossacks. We did them in jump ropes. You kick out one foot, then the other. There we go. And we'll go back to doing that side swing again. Left to right. And this one here, we're gonna go ahead and single bounce all the way into the end. And once again, the beginner, work on this technique. Arms in by your side, turning with your wrists, none of this big arm motion. Goal is here. And then jumping height, I'm only jumping about as high as the rope is, thick. Maybe just a little bit extras to play it safe, but I'm not doing super huge jumps. I'm keeping it nice and clean there. So let's keep jumping. And we're gonna get all the way through this last little bit here. Complete the workout. Single bounce. And there we go. So that is a beginner jump rope workout that you could do. That was 10 minutes, and the goal is to eventually work up to doing about 20 minutes of cardio at one time, but you did great with that. If you had a hard time with any of those skills, just practice them on their own. You can always practice without the rope, and then add the rope in later. So thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you on another video.